Hi, my name is Steven. Welcome to my life Surviving Schizophrenia. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I'm here with my dad.
I'm Steve, Steven's dad.
And we're going to talk about noise. Now, last week I did a video on coping strategies and noise and how I cope with that and deal with noise. But today, I'm going to have my dad come on and it'll be his perspective now.
So on noise, it's been an issue that has affected Steven since the illness came down, 2012. And it has really adversely impacted our lives,
Really
Steven's life and our lives, because he is super sensitive to noise. So we want to explore in this video, why is Steven sensitive to the noise? What kinds of noises is he sensitive to? Because during the last few years, if you watched the earlier video last week on coping strategies noise, Steven discusses how we can't eat with him regularly at the table. If we're doing the dishes, he's got to be in the TV room or a separate room, and then might even have to have his earbuds in.
My noise canceling earbuds.
Right. So otherwise, you can't sustain it.
I just can't. It's too stressful.
Okay. So
it's my anxiety.
Right. So it's really it's a major issue in our lives. We have not been able to resolve it, and it's been 9 or 10 years now. We have discussed this issue extensively with his psychiatrist and his therapist, and we have just there's been no good way for us to deal with this, at least from their perspective and our perspective, other than just to reduce the stress, because it's really, I think, stress induced when Steven is anxious.
For sure. It's always worse when I'm stressed out. Right. And the only actual solution, or potential solution that we could think of, was exposure therapy, which I did not think would work. Right.
So we discussed. It's been a couple of years since we really had a discussion with the psychiatrist and the therapist. But one thought was to do some type of exposure therapy to people eating, chewing, making silverware hitting the plate,
breathing heavily,
the clinking sound, and one approach would be through this kind of exposure therapy that could potentially solve the problem. But
the issue with noise is it just triggers me, I guess. It makes me anxious. It almost gives me like a headache. And I just have to get away, that kind of feeling of escape. Like I need to get away from it when there's noise.
Okay, so if I'm eating with,
yes.
I'm going to cut a piece of bread here. So if I'm, against the plate.
So far we're okay. right there.
So why? So
right there.
The clinking of the, the silverware against the plate, just that noise.
It sets me off. It's an extreme trigger for my stress.
And that seems to be the case even if you're in like 2 rooms away with the door shut.
Yeah, I could have the doors shut, I could have a movie going or a game playing. And if I just hear a little click, I get incredibly stressed out right away.
Do you know why?
I don't exactly know why. It must have been some issue when I was psychotic that's still propping up. I am not entirely sure why. I just know it stresses me out.
So I'm just going to grab some chips here. And just the noise.
See, I need to get away. That's the kind of feeling I feel right now. I just can't handle the noise. I just can't handle it.
So when I was eating that potato chip and the Fritos, what?
It's like piercing through my eardrums into my head.
So is it almost like someone like scratching their nails on a chalkboard?
It's exactly like nails on a chalkboard.
But
exactly like
interesting.
That feeling of I can't be around this.
Right, and you can put up with this, as you said in the video last week. You can put up with it when we're with company or with family.
Because I know that doesn't last. I don't have to deal with that every day. I know, just knowing that helps.
So what we've done is we've accommodated Steven with the noise issues as best we can. We've made pretty serious changes in our lifestyle to do that.
Plastic bowls as well.
Right. Using plastic bowls and using plastic silverware or knives and forks when we can. And that has helped. It was more severe a few years ago.
Yes.
So these are mechanisms that are things that we've done that have helped, but there's no solution at this point. No. I mean, the problem is still pronounced.
Very.
and no good solution there. I don't know whether it's at first I thought it was maybe the schizophrenia caused a heightened sense of a noise awareness in the brain,
which I believe it can.
And maybe maybe it's a processing issue in the brain where the noise, the ambient noise comes in and simply can't get processed out. Like, we can process. We can have a discussion and then someone else is talking, even in the same room, but we can carry on a discussion because we're filtering that noise out. Stephen,
and I do have issues actually paying attention when I'm talking to someone and someone else is talking off to the side because I was just tuned into what they're saying as well.
Right, so that could be a focus issue. I don't know whether it's a brain chemistry issue or whether it's that basically can't be fixed or whether it's training can fix that. I know there's all sorts of therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, and other types of therapies that therapists use to try to resolve these problems.
And I do have an issue with focusing on things. Like, I don't have a good attention span really. And I guess if I'm not focused on one exact thing, say I'm watching a TV show, if I'm not focused on that entirely, I will hear all the noise around me.
Right. So it's a serious issue.
Yeah.
And we'd be interested in hearing your comments. Stephen's looking at your comments.
I am. I read every comment.
And we have a number of people that are watching these videos now. And we would be interested in your comments, Stephen would and I would as well, on what you would suggest we might try to help Stephen here with this issue.
In the past, if I've been having lunch with someone, say a family member, and it gets that bad, sometimes I scarf down my food and just get out of there as fast as I can.
Right.
No matter what it is. Like, I've eaten a bowl of soup in about 3 minutes one time because I had to get away from the noise and get to the other room away from it.
So again, lifelong struggle, and it's a journey, and we appreciate you joining us on this journey.
Yeah, thank you. And again, if you do have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. We'll try it out.
Yes, we absolutely will try it out. We would definitely encourage your suggestions and comments in helping us move forward and maybe coming to a resolution, other things to try that maybe we haven't thought about or haven't tried.
All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope you have a happy and healthy rest of your day, and we hope to see you in the next video.
We'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.